Hey guys, and welcome to part 15 of Sonic Unleashed. We have finally conquered Eggman Land, that piece of shit of abomination of a circus from hell. Oh, hey Professor.
Get him in there for this finale.
Alright, we've got to put every character in the last act somehow.
Looks like he's flying over Las Vegas or something there, doesn't it?
How can you get a perfect reception up here?
I know.
Well, at least he's no hungry.
Well, that's Tails fucked.
And we'll never see him again.
In fact, do you ever see the tornado again after this? Oh wait, yeah, Sonic Lost World, like the opening sequence. But that's like a while.
And yep, Sonic, you're first still clipping for your muzzle there.
He's like, oh shit, the frame rate's slowing down.
Ah, remember this, Colin?
Oh yes.
The Egg Dragoon.
Looks like you're a bit too late, Sonic. Eggman.
I'm going to show you my teeth before I shout out your name.
Gaia is whole and complete. I harnessed its energy to put together this little creation.
Has there ever been a time where the doctor just says, do you know what, I can't be bothered building shite?
He must get like a kick out of it though.
Well, I suppose so. I mean, oh no! But still, if that floor's made of volcanic ash, it really should be melting his feet.
Yeah.
Chip, you have wings, you can fly.
I know.
But look at this, why can't we do this in the game?
I know this is the most athletic we've seen the Werehog.
Look, see, he's grinding on the... Like, okay, that proves that he can somewhat grind on rails. Why is there no rail sections in his levels?
At least that would like sort of speed the game up a bit.
Aye.
This gorge will be your tomb.
Oh, Eggman sure loved those spinning cockpits. Right, this is the last time we'll see the Werehog, folks. So this is your last battle with the Werehog, the Egg Dragoon.
Feels a bit sad, and this is the last time we're seeing him, isn't it?
Well, not really. I mean, we all hate the Werehog, don't we?
Well, hate is a very strong word.
Hey, it's the Sonic fan base, you can't please them all.
You won't last long against this one.
Right, the general strategy for this boss, fellas, is the big glowing green lights. Fuck them. Fuck them all.
Right, Andrew. Where did you get 94 lives from?
Eggman Land. Remember I told you, that level gave me a ton of lives as I went through the level.
Ah, yeah.
It's like they expected me to die. Which, by the way, Steven was shocked when he watched part 14. Like, he kept on saying, oh Andrew, you're gonna die at least 4 times in Eggman Land. And he was wrong.
He was wrong.
He was surprised. Isn't it odd seeing that the boss fight like this compared to where you had to go through this in Generations?
Yeah, the boss fight in Generations was much better than this, I think.
I do like the scale of this, like you're actually falling into the core and all that. And the music as well. Yeah, again, I keep mentioning the music. Every Sonic game music has got such catchy music.
I don't think we've gone one part without you bringing up the soundtrack.
Basically, all you need to do is get the core until that little orange line on his health bar, that'll quarter down, where his machine will go out of control, and then you just do QTEs until you lose half of his health. I should have thought of this before! How the hell does he grow his hands that big?
Jesus Christ, they're bigger than his body.
Look at it then. Stop, this is a delicate piece of work.
Well, why go into battle with it?
Exactly, put it in a museum or something. Do you know what? He would actually do that. The Eggman Museum in Eggman Land.
He's just that sort of person that would do that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, as Eggman Land proved.
Jeez, Eggman, simmer down.
I don't know, it's been years since I've done that, like, experimented with this boss fight up for battle. I believe the last time I did is that when he's firing his minigun up in the air, you can get hit by that. But, you know, common sense, you just avoid the fucking thing. And I don't know if this is a timed boss actually, like if you fail to get him as quickly as you can, you might fall down to the core itself. I've never ever actually fallen that far.
Well, I've just noticed there's not a timer, so it could very well be possible, but then you may be like just falling for like all eternity.
Maybe. Because I think the maximum I've fallen down here was at least 2 rock platforms and not 1. But like I said, I've never seen anybody or even videos out there who show what happens. Like, is this a timed boss, or does this, when you get to the core, does it go infinitely until you defeat the boss? Karate chop action!
You winning, you're a toy!
This is a nice attack. Oh, it causes a shockwave. You just gotta double jump on it, but do not go to the center. That will freeze you. To break free of ice, you just wiggle the left stick.
You know, I'm just really expecting them to say time for a change of pace.
Well, that's not going to happen for the next 2 games. But if we're talking main series continuity anyway. I like how they all exploded at once. Right, let's finish off Eggman. He's had enough. Why would you fall for the same trick again?
Moron.
You know, for someone who's got an IQ of 300, we all know that's bullshit.
Well, this is the same guy, like in Shadow the Hedgehog, where he put like a shadow fever mode in his own robot. Like, it's like he knew this was gonna happen.
I like how he's there. He's like, no, don't do it, don't do it.
You'll break my precious Dreamcast.
Looks like Eggman's blasting off again.
They even did the wee twinkle.
Of course.
Let's get one more S rank in there.
I suppose so.
Right, you're gonna upgrade the werehog here now. This is the
Yes.
last time.
This is the last time we'll see this little beast. So, let's end this.
How could I lose? This is
You just did.
I'll build a prototype 2 and
I think he said there, Prototype 2, that's probably the one he used in Generations. Because that one was slightly different, like it was able to split in 2. Here he is, folks. Dark Gaia.
Where's Godzilla where you need him?
It's Dark Gaia.
That detail on the fur looks good, by the way.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Hey, that's Dreamcast.
it's still in one piece.
the limits of space.
Oh, Team Rocket again.
And he's died. How do you think? Like, imagine that, a world where Eggman is no longer around. What would Sonic do with his life?
He'd be freaking bored.
And I would guess the same would happen if Sonic was gone.
What's wrong?
Oh dear. Ah no, my precious werewolf melon! If you're wondering where that purple energy was, that was from the very beginning of the game where Eggman fired a laser. Apparently when he got electrocuted, he stole some of Dark Gaia's energy and then became the werehog. So Dark Gaia came back and says, I'll take that back, thank you.
And he needed that for one extra eye.
3 extra eyes actually. Oh, and Chip actually grew some balls this time.
By making himself a ball.
Hey Sonny, get a load of these balls. Really, the emeralds have been standing there the entire time not doing anything?
What's happening?
That's just incredible.
Incredibly generic screaming.
The temple.
I bet Knuckles is just standing there saying, oh, I've seen this all before.
Aye.
my temple floats all the time.
Only to be shattered again and then fallen again.
Awaken and gather here to me.
Some nice rock music in there.
You don't know what it is, don't you?
No, I can't see it.
You'll see.
Alright.
It's a fucking Megazord!
You just had to add that in there, didn't you?
I did. It's Megazord powered! We need that! We need the power of the Rangers to defeat the final boss, even though they have no relation to Sonic whatsoever. Right, this is your final boss, folks, Dark Gaia. You have to switch between two different characters. This temple Megazord is actually called the Gaia Colossus, and this is where you play as Chip. You got 3 rounds to do this. You need to get close to Dark Gaia with the Gaia Colossus, and then initiate some QTEs. Occasionally you would swap to Sonic so you can aim for the weak spot, which are the eyeballs. Is that glowing thing supposed to be in the shape of a crown on his head?
Like, around him, like right there, like a crown.
I suppose so. It looks like a crown.
I never really saw it as that.
Right, all you need to do is avoid the boulders, but the controls are very stiff, and halfway he'll fire this gigantic laser where, I'm telling you folks, you're going to get hit with that laser no matter what. What you have is a guard button which will reduce the damage, but that's all you get. You can attack the boulders, but it has to be precise in order to destroy the boulders.
Wouldn't it be funny, like, since you're playing as Chip as this part, like, the wee Sonic team icon just at the top left with the lives, wouldn't it be funny if it was just Chip's face that was, like, this plastered there?
Chip's Chippy.
Chip's Chippy.
Hey, Dark Gaia, I know we've had a few differences here and there, but do you fancy a Chippy and we could settle this like men? And this boss fight is completely different on the Wii and PS2 version, where you only have to control the Gaia Colossus one time, and instead of avoiding these boulders and lasers, you get to punch the shit out of it.
It does look better in the Wii and PS2 version, doesn't it?
Aye. It's basically punch out.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is, compared to this, which is all go up to him and then QTEs. And these QTEs are randomized every time you play. They're not strict. So you can. Hello, loading screen. How are you doing today?
Kind of breaks up the action a bit, doesn't it?
Well, I suppose, yeah. But then you would think they would load that while the cutscene's playing, instead of like, oh, we're gonna load it, then give you a cutscene, and then go straight to it.
Yeah. Oh, Chip, I've missed you. Let me give you a hug.
He's a gas, ya smelly bastard.
Roger that, buddy.
Hey, do you think this is a foreshadow to Forces? The way the lighting looks here?
Time for the big finale.
I think it's just a coincidence.
Sonic, hit Dark Gaia's weak
Right, what you have to do for Sonic is get to the core. You're on a time limit, folks. As you can see on the top left, underneath the lives, it's going down. Fail to do so in time results in a life loss.
to do something. Hang tight, Chip.
And those, you have to avoid those big purple tentacles as well. They'll stun lock you. Especially that one we just flew by on the ground where we have to swap rails while jumping over that.
Mm.
Still imagine the heat. I know it's a video game, but the heat in here, this place would burn you to crisp.
I think gravity would get to you as well. Like, you'd just, like, collapse. You wouldn't be able to get up.
Here, since we're in what could be the equivalent of Volcano, where's Chris and Wesker? Where's that boulder punching? I'm sure we should see a boulder flying somewhere.
With Wesker's advertisement in the background.
Want to be the best for your pets? You need Whiskers. And the pattern is the way he throws these boulders, they're in a complete pattern. There'll be some where you can dodge, others you cannot, and you have to guard. Like as you see right here, you're gonna get hit with that laser, and all you can do is just hold down the L1 button, which will reduce the amount of damage you take.
That was like a Godzilla breath or something there.
Would you pay to see that actually? Godzilla versus Dark Gaia.
Oh yeah,
Well, is Godzilla able to survive in lava?
pretty much. He's indestructible. It's like, did you know that they tried to nuke him once and it only made him bigger?
What?
Yeah, because he's made of like nuclear like energy, because he was created from the atomic bomb.
So what you say? So when you saw when the US tried to do exactly the same on Doomsday, you're like, I've seen it before.
They even tried to stop him with a black hole, and Godzilla just walked it off.
Is Godzilla just a mindless beast, or is he like, does he have an agenda to someone, or actually intelligent?
People just kind of say Godzilla just does whatever the fuck he wants. Because like he's supposed to be like a force of nature in a way. Like you don't see like a tornado like going through caring about people. So like people just sort of like compare Godzilla to like a sort of like natural phenomenon.
This particular song right here, out of the three, this one was the easiest. Mainly because you're just going in one loop and in a straight line. But you also as well as the tentacles, you need to avoid the ones that are like projectiles, which have a massive blast radius, which can also stun you. I think he's pissed. Well, you can see that there, the two eyes are darker in terms of green. Means they're blind now.
What do you think what his point of view would look like if like he's got three eyes, like one at the far left, one at the top of his head, and one at the far right? That must be like some really weird vision.
He'll be like, I can see everything now! Right, this is where he gets really mad. You should see the amount of rocks he's throwing. And the patterns are, you know, they become faster and you need to plan ahead. Mind you, have you ever, see, when you fight this boss, have you ever had a moment where when the boulders hit you, you get this cloud of smoke and then a black one will make a face? Have you ever had that?
No.
Sometimes, I think one time actually, it was just, it would be the, you know, the typical silver color of smoke as you see right there, but a random black line would come up and then make some weird face for like half a second.
Okay. It's Chris Thorndyke's face.
Holy shit! He was the main baddie all along. I knew something was wrong with that kid.
Can we just say that like anything bad that happens in the Sonic universe we can all blame on Chris?
Chris Thorndike is the Jar Jar of Sonic. That's what it is.
Everybody hates him. So if there really is a fan of Chris Thorndike, then please let us know in the comments.
And give us a detailed analysis as to why you like the character, not just simply I like it because I like it. Look at those fingernails.
Imagine that, like Chip gets like a giant pair of like scissors.
What, Edward Scissorhands? What are you doing here?
That movie was weird. I'm not saying it's bad. Like it was a good movie, but it was just really weird, wasn't it?
I do recall seeing him in the dinner scene. He's trying to pick up cutlery. Now, apologies if for this footage, but the way the tentacles are made or designed, it looks really odd in the footage.
It has like a sort of like after shadowy effect, doesn't it?
Yeah, and there's nothing I can do about it.
You know what it kind of looks like? It's like, you know, like the old like cameras that they use from like maybe the 80s, early 90s, when something shiny is going past. There was like a faint like shadow of the light that sort of like stays on the camera.
Fun fact: this bit right here, the last one, is the hardest, and it took me 3 tries to get through here.
Really?
Yep, because it was just it's like you gotta remember you're on a time limit and you're very strict, and you gotta hurry and combine that with the stun lock you get from those projectiles, which slow you tremendously down. You're going to end up. You might as well just give up and restart because you're not gonna make it. Mind you, there has been one time where I managed to get it in like 1 second left to spare, but that was very lucky back then.
I bet Chip was like, "You scared the cuss out of me."
Is he dead now? I'm back, bitch! Behold my power!
The son of a shepherd.
And with that, we'll see you in the next part, folks.